BioProfile FLEX 2 Automated Cell Culture Analyzer from Nova Biomedical. FLEX 2 combines Nova's groundbreaking microsensor technology with digital optics technology and freezing point osmometry. These measuring technologies combine to produce a comprehensive automated 16-test cell culture analyzer that eliminates chemistry sensor maintenance, reduces sample volume to just 265 microliters, and test time to just 4.5 minutes. FLEX 2 provides a comprehensive modular test menu for all critical cell culture parameters. The test menu includes nutrients and metabolites, osmolality, cell density, cell viability, and cell diameter, pH, and gases. Modules can be added at any time, providing a flexible analytical solution for almost every cell culture laboratory. With high-throughput testing and small-volume culture systems in mind, FLEX 2 has been designed to provide a full panel of tests very rapidly, with small sample volume. Most tests can be done with just 135 microliters of sample, while a full panel of analyses can be achieved with just 265 microliters. FLEX 2 test times have been reduced by 50%. A chemistry panel can be completed in just over 2 minutes, and a full 16-test panel in 4.5 minutes. Small sample volume, coupled with fast analysis times, provides the ultimate solution for small-volume, high-throughput applications, such as 96-well plates and micro-bioreactor applications. Groundbreaking microsensor technology, along with plug-and-play reagents, reduce maintenance to minutes. MicroSensor cards combine all biosensors in a miniaturized sensor card format. MicroSensor cards are maintenance-free. Installation of MicroSensor cards takes just seconds. Once installed, MicroSensor cards have an onboard use life of at least 14 days. All reagents and calibrators are contained in ready-to-use snap-in cartridges. Cartridge replacement takes only seconds. With a large 16-inch color touchscreen user interface, FLEX 2 is easy to operate using intuitive icon-based commands. Users can navigate with a single click to the most commonly used functions, such as historical data and analysis. An analysis takes only a few clicks to initiate. Auto-entry of default parameters streamlines analysis. An onboard automated quality control feature saves hours of labor each week. Controls are run automatically at user-selected intervals to assure peak performance of each analyte. Historical results can be easily retrieved from the database with just a few clicks. Multiple sampling options provide the best workflow efficiency of any cell culture analyzer. Samples can be presented externally from syringes or cups. A 24-position load-and-go sample tray provides walk-away automation. Continuous loading of the sample tray enables a chemistry throughput of 30 samples per hour. FLEX 2 is the only cell culture analyzer to offer automated sampling from 96 well plates. Pre-entered default values simplify programming of 96 well plates. A plate of 96 chemistry profiles will automatically be completed in just 3.2 hours. And like all of our BioProfile analyzers, FLEX 2 was developed for compliance with all GMP regulations, including 21 CFR Part 11, PAT, and the FDA's updated cybersecurity regulations. Low-maintenance design that saves hours of labor each week small sample volume, and fast analysis times for the only comprehensive analyzer solution suitable for high throughput and small volume culture systems, and the industry's only truly compliant analytical solution for GMP manufacturing applications. BioProfile FLEX 2 Automated Cell Culture Analyzer from Nova Biomedical.
Depending on your analyzer's configuration or software version, you may or may not have all of the modules or features outlined in this training. So don't get confused if your system or screens look a little different. The first thing I'd like to show you is the large touchscreen display showing the user interface. From here, you can navigate through all the menu screens, start your analysis, and set up user configurations. Below the display is the Load and Go carousel tray. This 24-position tray rotates clockwise as each sample is being analyzed to allow you to continuously load as many samples as you need. To the left is the manual sampling port. Here, a light will illuminate, and the probe will come out to aspirate your sample. There is a wireless keyboard with a mouse pad to allow you to enter information. Or you can use the on-screen keyboard and touchscreen. The analyzer door can be opened from the left side of the analyzer to access the components inside. FLEX 2 systems with the optional osmometer module will have a slightly larger footprint than systems without. In addition, systems with the osmometer will have a smaller front door panel on the left, which opens to access the osmometer module carousel. When you open the door, the FLEX 2 automatically detects this opening, which will tell the system to check all RFID tags once the door is closed. This feature is called Smart Maintenance. I'll show you this again once I close the door. Inside of the FLEX 2, you will find all of the reagents and calibrator cartridges, sample probe and transport arm, 96 well plate dock, well assembly, pH and gas sensor module, pH and gas pump, chemistry sensor module, optional osmometer module and carousel, chemistry pump, syringe pump, pH and gas auto QC ports, refrigerated chemistry QC bottles, and sample cup waste container. Each of the reagent cartridges is equipped with a radio frequency identification, or RFID tag. This tag tells the system when a reagent has been removed or replaced. It also stores all of the use life information, including how much volume is remaining in the pack and when it will expire. Upon closing the analyzer door, or doors, the system will automatically check all of the RFID tags. If anything has changed, let's say a new reagent cartridge has been installed, the system will automatically populate the new RFID information and prime the new reagents. This smart maintenance will begin every time the analyzer door is closed, and a countdown timer icon will appear in the top right-hand corner of the user interface. The first thing I'd like to show you is the large touchscreen display showing the user interface. From here, you can navigate through all the menu screens, start your analysis, and set up user configurations. Below the display is the Load and Go carousel tray. This 24-position tray rotates clockwise as each sample is being analyzed to allow you to continuously load as many samples as you need. To the left is the manual sampling port. Here, a light will illuminate, and the probe will come out to aspirate your sample. There is a wireless keyboard with a mouse pad to allow you to enter information, or you can use the on-screen keyboard and touchscreen. The analyzer door can be opened from the left side of the analyzer to access the components inside. FLEX 2 systems with the optional osmometer module will have a slightly larger footprint than systems without. In addition, systems with the osmometer will have a smaller front door panel on the left, which opens to access the osmometer module carousel. When you open the door, the FLEX 2 automatically detects this opening, which will tell the system to check all RFID tags once the door is closed. This feature is called smart maintenance. I'll show you this again once I close the door. Inside of the FLEX 2, you will find all of the reagents and calibrator cartridges, sample probe and transport arm, 96 well plate dock, well assembly, pH and gas sensor module, pH and gas pump, chemistry sensor module, optional osmometer module and carousel, chemistry pump, syringe pump, pH and gas auto QC ports, refrigerated chemistry QC bottles, and sample cup waste container. Each of the reagent cartridges is equipped with a radio frequency identification, or RFID tag. This tag tells the system when a reagent has been removed or replaced. It also stores all of the use life information, including how much volume is remaining in the pack and when it will expire. Upon closing the analyzer door or doors, the system will automatically check all of the RFID tags. If anything is changed, let's say a new reagent cartridge has been installed, the system will automatically populate the new RFID information and prime the new reagents. This smart maintenance will begin every time the analyzer door is closed, and a countdown timer icon will appear in the top right-hand corner of the user interface. You can navigate through the FLEX 2 user interface by swiping or touching different parts of the screen. The status bar is always visible at the top of the display as you navigate to different menus. In the status bar, you will find the current date and time, scheduled events icon, module status and remaining reagent volume, parameter status, alert icons when applicable, and countdown timer in the top right-hand corner when a sequence is running. When the scheduled events icon is yellow, this means a scheduled event, such as a calibration, is imminent. You can select the icon to see what is scheduled. When a parameter is ready and available for sampling, the parameter icon will have a white background. If a parameter is in alert status, the icon will have a yellow background. A parameter may be in alert for the following reasons. The reagent pack required by that parameter is nearing the expiration date, within 1 day or 24 hours of expiration, or has reached less than 10% remaining volume. The MicroSensor Card for that parameter is nearing the expiration date or the use life date. For the glutamine parameter, the glutamine status icon will turn yellow when the glutamine calibration standards are within 1 day of expiration. For the osmometer module, the Osmo status icon will turn yellow when the number of clean tubes remaining in the osmometer turntable reaches less than 3. Or when the osmometer calibration is within 3 days of expiring. Parameters in alert status are still available for testing and will still produce results, but the alert indicates that intervention will be required soon. When a parameter is not ready and is unavailable for sampling, the parameter icon will have a red background. A parameter may be unavailable for the following reasons. The parameter is uncalibrated. The reagent cartridges required by that parameter are empty, expired, or not installed. The MicroSensor Card for the parameter is expired, has reached the use life date, or is not installed. The wells required by the parameter for successful sampling are blocked. The module for the parameter is not primed with the required reagents. The module for the parameter is not connected to the internal computer. The parameter is unavailable due to a dependency on another unavailable parameter. For example, if the glutamate parameter is not available, The glutamine parameter icon will also be red, and glutamine unavailable. System intervention is required. In the case of the osmometer, the Osmo status icon will turn red when there are no longer any unused tubes remaining on the Osmo tray for sampling. You can open up the module status overlay by tapping on each module or any parameter in the module. The module overlay provides more information about the module, including the calibration status, reagent status, well status, flow times, and primed and connected status. You can also initiate some sequences from the bottom of the overlay. The primed and connected status must be true for the module to be available for sampling. If primed displays false, you can start a prime by selecting the Prime button. Calibrated parameters will show C in the status column, and a red UC if it is uncalibrated. If any parameter is uncalibrated, you can calibrate the module by selecting the Calibrate button. The well status must be clear for the module to be available. If the well status displays blocked, select the Clear Wells button. When a system error or alert occurs, the alert icon will appear near the top right corner of the status bar. Selecting the alert icon will open up a dialog box, providing the text information for the error or alert. In the top right-hand corner, a timer icon will appear when the analyzer is actively running a sequence. By tapping on the icon, you'll be able to see what sequence the analyzer is running and how long it will take to complete. Sometimes, more than one sequence may be running at a time. The left home screen includes the analysis, historical results, calibration, QC, user, and maintenance icons. If you select the analysis icon, it will take you to the analysis screen. You will see the 3 sampling modes on the left side, which are manual, load and go tray, and 96 well plate. You can load samples in multiple modes at the same time. The system will prioritize manual samples first, followed by load and go samples, then 96 well plate samples. The system will always complete the analysis it is currently running before starting the next sample in the queue. You can select and deselect which modules you would like included in the analysis by tapping on the module. The selected modules appear in blue. For the chemistry and CDV module, you can also select an onboard dilution. It is important to select the appropriate cell inspection type when running the CDV module to ensure accurate cell counts. You will notice, as you are selecting modules, that the required volume is displayed at the bottom of the screen. The maximum volume the system will aspirate in manual mode is 350 microliters. You will see the sample type dropdown located at the top of the screen. Sample types can be configured by the user to automatically select the desired modules, dilutions, and cell inspection types by selecting the Create button and choosing the desired settings. A sample type can be changed at any time by selecting the Modify button. Below this is the Sample Information section, where you can enter in a sample ID, batch ID, vessel ID, and cell type. Then below that, you can enter vessel temperature, which defaults to 37 degrees Celsius, vessel pressure, which defaults to 0 psi, sparging oxygen percentage, which defaults to 20.9 and is the percentage of oxygen in room air, and pre-dilution multiplier, which defaults to 1. You can change the vessel temperature, vessel pressure, and sparging oxygen percent values to reflect real-time values. Changing these values will only impact calculated pH, PO2, and PCO2 results, but all raw pH, PO2, and PCO2 results will still be reported based on the default values. These settings are sticky, so if one is changed, it will remain at the changed value until someone changes it again. It is important to note that the pre-dilution multiplier input only applies to results for the CDV module. The historical results screen shows all the data generated on the system since it was installed. By default, it is organized by date and time over here on the left column. You can resort this list by tapping on the other columns. You can view additional information by scrolling to the right on the lower scroll bar at the bottom of the results list. To view a sample, tap or click the sample to highlight it, then select View Selected, or simply double-click. If you're looking for a particular date range, you can set the date down here. Select All will highlight all the results displayed. The Print button will allow you to print the results if a USB printer is connected, or export a printable secure sample result in PDF format. You can export results in CSV format by selecting the Export button, then selecting the location you would like to export to. Both PDF reports and exported CSV files can be exported to an external USB drive or to the Flex 2 Bridge computer. Growth calculations are available if samples were assigned a batch ID. If you select Growth Calculations, you will then need to select which batch ID you would like to trend, and select the parameter you would like to see on the chart. You can also see a histogram of live cell diameter for a particular sample by selecting a sample and pressing the histogram button. The calibration menu will allow you to calibrate any of the modules included with your system. When calibrating from this screen, the pH gas and chemistry modules will calibrate at the same time. Calibrations can also be initiated from the module overlay screens. By selecting the QC button, the end user can view onboard QC data for the chemistry, pH gas, and osmometer. If onboard Auto QC cartridges are installed, QC can also be run from within this menu. The User menu displays the user ID of the operator currently logged into the system, as well as the privilege level assigned to that operator: Basic, Intermediate, Advanced, or Administrator. From this screen, you can log out of the system by selecting the Log Out button. The currently logged-in operator can also change their password by entering the old password in the space provided. Next, enter a new password, and then re-enter the new password in the Confirm New Password section. Passwords must be a minimum of 8 alphanumeric characters and must contain at least 1 capital letter, 1 lowercase letter, and 1 number. Once these steps are complete, you can apply the changes by selecting the green check mark or cancel and close the menu by selecting the red X. The Maintenance menu allows you to perform some routine consumable replacements, cleaning functions, initializing, or shutting down the analyzer. We cover these steps in the Maintenance module of this training, so please refer to that section for more details. The right home screen includes the Settings, Logs, Database, Service, Standby, and Shutdown icons. The Settings icon allows you to change the configurations of your instrument. The Logs icon will allow you to view the audit log, error log, calibration log, maintenance log, warranty log, and diagnostic logs. You can also export these logs as needed. The Database menu allows you to back up or restore the database. When using this function, the database is backed up to and restored from the internal bridge computer. The Service menu is only for Nova-trained service and support personnel and cannot be accessed by any end user. The Standby icon is not currently available, but will be available in later releases of Flex 2 software. The Shutdown icon will turn off the analyzer, host computer, and internal bridge computer. If you plan to keep the analyzer off for more than 72 hours, you should perform a long-term shutdown. This procedure is outlined in the Maintenance module of this training. The destinations icon is always visible in the bottom command bar as you navigate through the various menus of the user interface. Tapping or selecting the destinations icon displays a subset of the other screens. Selecting the desired screen will bring the operator directly to that screen. If any screen appears grayed out, it's because you are either on that screen already or the screen is unavailable because a sample is not currently running.